Sometimes it feels like life just really isn't going your way. Seems like no matter what you do, it seems like you're going to probably get kicked in the balls again the next morning whenever you wake up and hear probably some terrible news, or how somebody you care about isn't really progressing, or how somebody else you care about has already passed away, or you lose somebody else close to you, or whatever else happens. And sometimes you just want to escape in some video games, and you just want to get away from reality. You just want to unplug and disengage, and then sometimes you're like, should I? Because it feels like I need to be more plugged into the bad things that's going on. And it's like, sometimes you already are plugged in mentally every day. You communicate to people that's involved in the situation. Maybe you're not talking to everybody that you think you need to, because sometimes you don't really know how to always approach situations, because you don't want to feel like you're in the way, even though you still want to support and you want people to know that you are supporting them. And so you get to the point where you're playing your games and you try to get away, and then you realize you're playing some of your same like AAA games, or the same ones that you play for years on repeat, basically just to make you feel good, but then it's just not hitting the same. You try something new that everybody is just raving about and saying it's just the most badass game of all time, and it's just not hitting. It's just not resonating with your soul. It's just not making you happy. You're not getting that same satisfaction out of the game. That hit me recently, and I just decided to just play a random ass video game. And that was just literally the Untitled Duck Game. And as silly as it is, it really made me feel a lot better about my life currently. Now, I know I'm a very fortunate person in my life. I feel like I was born with way more circumstances than most. And I wasn't even born with a lot. I was born with enough, and more than enough in my opinion. But I know that there's plenty of other people who were born with way less and given way less opportunities than even I was given. So I like to, take my blessings and run with them, and at least say that, you know what? Okay, I've had a pretty good life, so there's no need to complain. But when I just started playing the Untitled Duck Game, I just started realizing I just kind of miss playing video games sometimes. We get caught up in what's going viral and what's popular and what's cool, or what's, the next most graphically great thing that you ever seen, or technologically innovative shit of all time, and we just lose ourselves in just the fact that maybe we should just get back to the basics and play something that's just fun, something that you're not used to playing, which was that kind of game. The mechanics were simple. There was only a couple things to do. You can quack, you can grab, you can pull, you can pick up, and you can annoy the shit out of people. That was pretty much the game. And you have a couple puzzles to do throughout the game. It's not long. And you do feel some sense of accomplishment when you're doing these things, because it's a little challenging, not very, but it's fun. And it's a different style of video game where you're just simply playing it to have fun and beat it. And when I beat it, I felt a sense of accomplishment I hadn't felt in a while, which was strange. And even though I just beat Resident Evil Requiem recently, and I felt pretty good when I beat that game, but for whatever reason, when I beat this one, it just felt like, I don't know, I restored a little bit of my soul, because I just did what I enjoyed the most, which was just engage with gaming, truly, on its most simplest level, in its most basic level of just playing something so simple and basic. Nothing that was even involving money. It was free. Just a hand-me-down from the store. From the PS store. And I actually enjoyed it a lot. Might even try to accomplish, all the objectives in the game just because it's there. And I figured, why not? And I was just enjoying it. And it made me realize, like, I really do just enjoy playing video games. And sometimes I think we lose sight of, we do just enjoy playing video games. Picking up the sticks and just trying something. Back in the day, you used to just get a game from one of your parents or a relative or something like that, or you'd borrow one from a friend. You didn't know really what to expect in some of them, and then you just start playing them and you would come to love them. They were some of your favorite games of all time. You didn't know what to expect. Hell, I didn't even know what to expect out of Mario RPG when I first decided to start playing it. I was just like, well, what is this game? This is an interesting one. The cover art of that game didn't look like regular Mario. It was 3D looking. I was like, man, I don't know. My dad brought it home, and I was thinking, Dad, what the hell did you get? Did you give me some BS over here? I think you got scammed over there at the store, but turned out to be one of my favorite games of all time. I remember, like, my dad accidentally brought home Bomberman, and it had an extension port and everything for extra controllers. And then me and my cousins played it, and then somehow he could never find that ever again when he went back to Blockbuster. I'm starting to think the next person who rented it just stole it, and they never returned to the Blockbuster, because You know, that happened a lot back in the day. I mean, if you never plan on going back to Blockbuster, you could just steal the shit and never return it, and it's not like they were going to come knocking on your door. I don't even think that got, reported to your credit, which, I don't know, maybe it did. I mean, they did take that stuff kind of seriously. You never really know. I wasn't an adult then, so I have no idea. But the joy of gaming is something I felt like I had semi-lost there for a while. I just had been making so much content. I hadn't really been playing games like I wanted to, and I would just play kind of the same shit over and over and over again. And though I love those games, I was like, I need to just do something different, new, fresh, simple, plain. It's something outside of the norm to refresh my brain, just make me appreciate just some of the most basic stuff in life, like the basic mechanics in that game. I just appreciated the fact that I can even play the game, that I'm even still here to even enjoy it. Because, I mean, that's what sometimes gets frustrating about waiting for some of these new titles is as life goes on, I've just seen, unfortunately, so many people pass. And I love video games a lot. And it's one of those things that I want to be able to play sometimes, those games that I know are coming out before anything potentially happens. There are certain things I want to experience and do and enjoy before anything could potentially ever take place. You'll be feeling bad for people who were probably fans of games and they waited years for stuff to come out and they never got to play them. Whether it was for sickness or tragedy, accident, whatever happened. Sometimes people sometimes people lose the ability to have a chance to play. And it's just like, wow. And so like I was thinking to myself one day, like if somehow I had lost my thumbs, dude, you might as well just end my life now. I mean, because there's just no point in me living. Like I can't do anything without thumbs. I can't play video games without thumbs. If I don't have those, I mean, dude, I might as well not even have balls. You might as well just go ahead and just chop off my head. Not to be too graphic, but dude, just F it. Seriously, I need those thumbs. If I can't play video games, dude, what is this? It's one of the greatest joys in my life. It's why half of my personality is what it is. Video games. Nerd shit. I don't think I'm any different than a lot of people who are either watching this video or listening to it or whatever. I think a lot of us think the same way. It shapes a lot of our personalities. And sometimes I think to help us get back into the groove and love and passion for the game, if you've lost it at any point in time, just play something different. Just try something silly, something simple, something you're not used to playing. And just see where that gets you, because you never know. I think it could refresh you, rejuvenate you, and maybe give you another outlook on where you are in your life and make you feel a little bit better even about it. Because, I don't know, gaming has done a lot for me, and sometimes I feel like escaping in a good, fun adventure that you're not used to, because it was a short game. But it was a really enjoyable one, and one that I'll revisit, because it's just an easy pick up and play. One that I definitely recommend.